A very rich Chinese person who was living in the United States has crashed his expensive Porsche vehicle. And I don't normally report on this kind of thing, but I think it's necessary. I've been criticized lately. People are saying I'm anti-China. Now, I don't think I'm anti-China, but I do think this is one thing about China that I disagree with. They should be extraditing this person. This person should be standing trial for manslaughter at a minimum. And this is really what the heart of the matter is, the moral and ethical dilemmas that come as a result of these kinds of issues. This is not really necessarily, it shouldn't be about America versus China. This should simply be about being fair, about justice. If you commit this kind of crime, you shouldn't be able to run away and hide in China. And that's what's happening. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. The driver of a new Porsche 911 that crashed at very high speed, resulting in the death of the passenger who was in his vehicle, has fled. He ran away from the United States and did this via going to Canada, then got a flight from Canada to China to avoid extradition. US newspaper The Bellevue Reporter says that 26-year-old Ting Yi, a Chinese national working in Seattle, was driving his Porsche 911 at 3:45 a.m. on September the 30th on 112th Avenue Northeast. He hit 150 kilometers an hour, so over 90 miles an hour in a 30 mile per hour speed zone. He was traveling more than 3 times the legal speed limit. Anyway, sorry, it wasn't a he, it was a she. She lost control of the car. It slammed sideways into a concrete barrier, rolled multiple times in the air before coming to a rest. Fortunately, there was no citizens just walking down the street who were killed, or other cars. Other people could have died in this. In fact, there's a very good chance they would have died in this if they had been near this idiot who was driving like an absolute maniac. According to Bellevue Police Department spokesperson Officer Seth Tyler, Mi Yi's passenger, 27-year-old Yu Bao Lu, was found deceased in the Porsche when emergency responders arrived. It's unclear who was driving the car, but it looks like apparently post-mortem or a post-inspection of the car, they've discovered that the person who's run away, the person who didn't die, they've run off to China and they were driving the car. Now, documents seen by the media say that the driver had a strong odor of alcohol on her breath, but she refused to speak to detectives investigating the incident. Delays in piecing together who was at fault for the crash meant that a warrant charging Miss Yi and, seeking her arrest on the charge of homicide wasn't issued until 1 week after the accident, by which time she'd run away to Canada and then, of course, to China. The publication reports that Miss Yi was driven across the Canadian border to Vancouver, approximately 2.5 hours away, pretty much the next day after she committed this crime. She flew back to China the day after, just hours after the Bellevue arrest warrant was entered into the system. As China and the US do not have an extradition treaty, Miss Yi cannot be legally removed from her homeland to face charges in America, where she should be. Mr. Tyler told the Bellevue Reporter Miss Yi is currently an arrest warrant which will alert authorities if she attempts to re-enter the United States, while the police department is also attempting to apply for an Interpol Red Notice, preventing her from visiting countries which have an extradition treaty with the United States. The Bellevue Police Department has reportedly been contacted by Chinese news publications about the incident. The US government remains without the power to extradite Yi to face charges, so it appears as though she won't face charges as a result. The reality is here, even if this was an accident, she was drunk, driving a car, and killed someone. This is not a crime that you should get no punishment whatsoever. It's debatable what punishment she should get. I'm not going to argue what it should be, but it should be damn well something. That could have been someone's brother, probably was someone's sister, someone's brother, someone's mother, someone's daughter. She probably has a dad, a mother who are distraught, more than likely does. And this is the case where I think I have a problem with people calling me anti-China. I don't agree with this kind of thing. And some people seem to think this is fine. I think this is a criminal activity and it should be prosecuted. Now, personally, when I was in China, I reported on things happening that I thought were shouldn't be happening. And guess what happened to me? The Chinese government removed my website worldwide. They hacked into the Wix servers. It was hosted on Wix back then. It's all I knew how to use. This was a long time ago. The global army hacked it, right? The Golden Army. Apparently there's thousands of hackers that work for the Chinese Golden Army. I didn't know about this until it happened to me, by the way. Hacked my website and removed it. Eventually, Wix was able to find a backup copy and restore it after about a couple of weeks. But this, in my opinion, isn't something we should be celebrating. And so I apologize to those of you who claim I'm anti-Chinese. I've been receiving numerous emails about this, just being bombarded with it. I don't think I am. But let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.